Hi folks, hope you're doing good today. I've got 3 bands for you today and just checking them out quickly. They all sound super nice, my kind of vibe. I think they're kind of modern, progressive, post-hardcore, all of that kind of jam. Bit of a mixed bag, but all sounding super good. Right, let's kick it off with this first band called Fall of Messiah. And the track is called Contraforts. Let's check it out. Big sound. Sounds great. Nice guitar tone, super washy cymbals. Hear the bass in the mix. Quite buried vocal though. Sounds excellent. Yeah. That's actually giving me goosebumps up my spine. It's got a great sound to it. Go! You can hear all the elements of the music nicely. Super nice mix. Good energy to the music. Good guitar tones. Nice! These guys are a bit post-rocky and stuff, I think. Well, you can hear that. Great drum sound. Great bass sound. Superb guitar sound. I'd say it gave me shivers up my spine in the first bit. That doesn't happen very often. It's got to be a certain sound to happen to me, that has. These guys have got it. Drums sound great. You can hear all the elements of the music. Dope. Vocal's quite buried, but it's sitting there just enough for you to catch your ear on it. Not super prominent and in your face. Gives it more atmosphere. Dope. Nice pocket groove to it. Super washy cymbals sound great. Guitars sound great. I'm loving this. Dope. These guys have got a big sound when they ramp it up. Very nice guitar sound. Smooth and prominent in the mix, clear. I enjoyed every second of that one. Instant fan of this band, Fall of Messiah. Super nice band, super nice sound. Got that post-hardcore sound, but mixing it with kind of post-rock, post-metal, that kind of vibe. Sound big, atmospheric, deep. The vocal was nice as well, hardcore type vocal, but more buried like you would do in kind of black metal and that kind of stuff. So a lot of different edges to this music, but it all came together very nicely in the mix. You could hear all the elements of the music, you could hear all the instruments doing their thing, the drums sounded superb, the cymbals sounded absolutely great. Nothing bad to say about this whatsoever. Just gushing. Super nice. If you happen to watch the band, as I always say, keep sending in your music because this is a band I want to definitely keep up with. And I'm listening to so many bands now. Unless you keep sending your music, I haven't got the time to listen to anyone else. But yeah, very, very nice. I think these are a French band, if I remember correctly. But very good. Super nice. Now let's move on to the next band. We've had this band on. We had them on quite recently as well. They've already come down the pipe again. This band's called Codera. I think these are British guys. They had a very nice track for us before. These guys are a bit more modern, a bit more progressive than the last band, who are a bit more kind of post-rock, post-math, all that kind of stuff. So let's check out what this one sounds like. This is a more newer track off their latest album, I think. It's called Lapse.
I'm screaming out for some guidance.
Nice sound already.
Around in circles.
More modern, more progressive with the guitar tone. That kind of tight, genty, balmy kind of tone. Got a bit of kind of new metal in the vocals with the hip hop vibe as well. Yeah, modern, progressive. This is quite different to the other track I think they showed us. It's got a nice mix. Everything's prominent in the mix. Guitars are in your face. Nice atmosphericness to it as well, big washy cymbals. Good. You can hear the bass in the mix, but they could have got away with a bit more volume on this bass because it's doing a big ring out bow. That could have just been a bit louder to give it even more low end. Good energy to it though. So it's kind of a bit new metal-y, and it's got that progressive gentiness to it as well. I haven't heard mixed together too often, if I'm honest. And then this part's big and washy and atmospheric. Big sound to it. Nice, drums cut through nicely. Good lyrics, makes a nice chorus. Nice guitar tone, modern tone, very tight, thick. Yeah. Heavy. Nice. Few different things going on in the vocal in this band. We've got the heavy hardcore stuff, and then the more kind of post-hardcore singier parts. It's got a good voice for both of them. We get that modernness with the guitars and the mixing, with the cutouts and the kill switch type stuff. It's all very modern. Yeah, the two vocals work together nicely. So I'm not sure where the drummer is and the bassist in this band, whether they've done that with all MIDI and that's how they're working this band out. But it's interesting that they got two vocalists and just one guitarist. That's not something you see very often. Unless these guys do vocals and that other stuff as well, and it's just a vid. Good vid though as well. Nice one. Well, that's two nice tracks that this band's put out for us now. Different kind of tracks, those, I remember. The other track was a bit more kind of... I think I put them under the modern day was how they were on before. And this is certainly very modern music, but this one was a bit more genty and a bit more nu metal, I would say, as well, because I had the hip-hop influences in there, a bit rappy, a bit kind of, you know, rhyming the words and stuff like that, and then dropping it into a big post-hardcore style chorus. Very nice. So post-hardcore nowadays, they've got big choruses, a bit like the metalcore guys as well. It was a bit metalcore as well, I'd say. The metalcore guys, you know, they've taken the choruses and made them anthemic, and that's something as well that post-hardcore has done in some ways. Now, let's move on to the last band for today. This band is called Skies of Terra, and its voice grips the lyric video, so let's check these guys out and keep the energy going about a good day today.
Stand by. We're experiencing technical difficulties.
Ooh, that's some bass. Yeah. Sounds nice. You can hear the strings and everything. Yeah.
It's not a dream, no, this is not a test, this is your life.
Big vocal. Heavy. Yeah, a lot of reverb, wide vocal this part, sounds good. Nice. Yeah, the big chorus, anthemic style chorus. Nice mix with the two styles of vocal. Now we can hear the bass in this mix, but it's quite weird mix. It's very high-endy. The drums have got a lot of high frequency to them. And while you can hear the bass very much in the mix, it's not actually giving it a massive amount of low end. It's very kind of high-endy. I think they could have kind of low passed a bit of that high end off the drum cymbals. So it's kind of a bit quite rattling down your ears, the high end is on this one. But it does give the track a vibe, gives it a sound and a tone. Got a nice energy to it, the vocal's good. Guitars are kind of quite buried in this one. They're quite reverby and more washed out. That sounds good as well though. I'm not complaining about that, just an observation. Yeah, as I say, you can hear the bass a lot. And normally that would fill out a big part of the low end, but I think it's the cymbals on the kit have just got so much high frequency to them that it's kind of all locked over the one end of the high end. So you probably could have just low passed a bit of the high end of the frequencies just to take away a bit of that high end noise build up that's building up when he's hitting the cymbals a lot. As I say, at the same time it does give the whole mix an overall different kind of tone. It's kind of noisy and blasting at the same time. So you know, it goes both ways. Heavy though, it's got a big sound to it. Nice energy to it. Big music. Yeah, you can hear all that reverb there washing out. I think they just kind of put so much reverb on some of the elements of the music there that it created a lot of noise. And if you were to look at it through a kind of analyzer, you'd probably see a lot of noise build up around the high frequencies. What they could have done with that is either used a bit of a kind of an EQ compressor on that, like you do with the guitars sometimes, is just to dampen it down as the noise builds up. So as you're crashing that cymbal and it's going, and all that noise and that crash starts to build up, you can just dampen it down with a bit of kind of EQ compression, and it just pushes the volume down slightly as it builds up, so that it doesn't cut out the single hits, but it does cut out the noise as it kind of builds up on those longer parts. Or, as I say, maybe just low pass out a bit of the high frequencies, because when you put a lot of reverb on cymbals, what happens is it accentuates that noise, it accentuates the echo and the room sound and the wash of it all, and that just adds to all of that build up. But you can kind of low pass that out a bit to make it a bit more kind of nicer on the ears, get rid of a bit of that noise, or, as I say, use a bit of dampening on it as well. But yeah, I'm just nitpicking really, just talking about how I would have mixed that track personally, just with my own ears. But it was very, very nice track, good energy, nice vocal in there as well, and a good big chorus. So yeah, all the bands today have been super nice. I'll give the video a superb, because all of the bands were super nice. No complaints really, just few nitpicks here and there, just according to my own mixing ear. And once you get into mixing, you know, it's one of those things that before you get into mixing, you hear music one way and it kind of comes across your ear in one way. Once you've got into mixing and you've got into kind of setting all the instruments out and doing all of that kind of stuff and listening out for certain frequencies and all of that, you hear music in a totally different way, and you kind of approach listening to it in a totally different way. You listen to it with a mixer's ear rather than just a listener's ear. So yeah, once you get into mixing, you'll never hear music the same again. But it's nice. It's cool to break down the song, break down the instruments, break down the mix, and kind of figure out in your own way how they've gone about it and what they're trying to put across to the music. So yeah, good stuff. Very enjoyable bands today, all three bands. If you've watched the videos, guys, as I always say, keep sending in your music, because this is the kind of music I want to listen to on the regular. So, you know, if all the bands that I say that to, which is pretty much everyone, because everyone's been nice, but, you know, if they keep sending in their music, we're just going to have a dope show every single day. So that's why I say it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that, guys. We'll have something different for you tomorrow. See you around. Bye.